Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, One Man, Three Hearts, and we are streaming from dialysis on this very good Friday. I want to wish a happy Good Friday to all of you that are celebrating Easter this weekend. We are approaching the end of Lent, and I want to send you all many, many blessings during this very holy week. Welcome to our Dialysis and Dialogue live discussion this morning. A higher calling? When you start to have talks with God regarding your situation. I can't wait to get into this morning's discussion with all of you. Again, happy Friday. It's the end of the week. We have made it. And again, for all of you that are celebrating the holiday this weekend, I hope that you enjoy and that you are safe with your families and loved ones. Chad, let's get the momentum going already this morning by hitting that like button. Double tap your screens, hit the top right corner, three-dot drop-down menu. I want to welcome all of our OG Heart Train passengers, our subscribers, our members, and of course all of our new viewers who are joining us for the first time today. If you guys are new here, my name is Christoph. I'm a fully disabled quadriplegic. And here on my channel, I have a movement to hashtag move MFM, baby. Already with us this morning, we have Elaine. Elaine is one of our dear and loyal members. How are you, Elaine? Good morning. Elaine says, hi, Christoph. Producer Jennifer and the Heart Train family. How are you, honey? She's a slot mess. Is here with us this morning. How are you? Another one of our loyal members coming up on a year of membership. Chat, I also want to remind you that it is Make It a Movie Night weekend. And so all channel members here on One Man Three Hearts can officially take advantage of the free watch code to watch our short documentary, It Started with the Heart, a Sugar Beach digital production distributed by DocuMarket, now on Vimeo for free using that watch code. The watch code was posted for our members only last night at midnight, so if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to head over to that post. We do ask that you keep the code a secret because it really is a members only exclusive. Make it a movie night weekend, baby. You know, it's a beautiful holiday weekend. I know a lot of you are going to be at home with your families, hopefully relaxing. And so I'm really hoping that you guys will take advantage of that free code. Hopefully introduce your loved ones to It Started with the Heart. And take 23 minutes to be inspired and motivated. And also help me in my mission to hashtag MoveMFM. She's a slot mess sending us a generous Ruby Easter basket. You know, producer Jennifer did point out to me that we had a notification to say that there are some new and exciting Easter rubies that you guys can gift. So some new animations in there to make things a little bit more fun as you help support me in my mission. Elaine says, I'm doing well, thanks. How are you? Elaine, I'm great. I'm wonderful. You know, I'm feeling very, very strong. I'm feeling energized. And I'm excited for the Easter weekend. I'm excited for the holiday. You know, I'm a man of a lot of faith. And so this morning's discussion, we're going to be getting into what happens when you are in a situation like me and you start to turn to your faith, even in moments when you question faith, when you start to try to wonder, what is this all for? So that is this morning's discussion, and I can't wait to get deeper into the topic with all of you. Before we get underway with that, though, I do want to remind everybody that we also have a very inspirational Spotlight Victory guest, Helene Neville, who will be joining us on Thursday, April 24th. and I cannot wait to introduce her to all of you here on One Man Three Hearts, and also embark on this victorious ride with her, as she will be the first woman, God willing, to run across Canada. Now, we're going to have her as a guest for Spotlight Victory on the 24th, just to get more into Helene's story. I really want you guys to be able to get introduced to her properly, really understand just how influential and magnificent she is. And then on May 1st, we will be joining her in the morning. It'll be an early live at the starting line as she kicks off her victorious journey. So we have a really exciting summer planned with all of you guys. Lots of exciting things in store. So please, we encourage you to hit the notification bell on the homepage so that you don't miss out on any of the fun and exciting things coming up. She's a Sada says, an early Easter basket for you. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. Listen, I may be 41, but I still love me an Easter basket. And I told you guys I have a sweet tooth for the peanut butter Easter eggs. The limited edition peanut butter Easter eggs. Those are my jam. They are so good. Producer Jennifer says, good Friday, OGs, members, and all who dare to sub up on the hard train. Slot riding with the Easter Bunny and dropping an early Easter basket of love. Amen. Producer Jennifer is also sharing Helene's website, heleneneville.com, where you could check out our special Spotlight Victory Series guest, April 24th, Thursday evening at 8 p.m. You don't want to miss this one. That's for sure, Producer Jennifer. Drea, good morning. Good morning and good Friday. How are you, Drea? Sheila Sama says, you should add that as a question for trivia night. Ooh, true. Producer Jennifer says, Christoph, Scary Mary TV found those with additional flavors. 1 box per seating. Ooh, gosh. Good Friday. Good Friday. Yes, amen, Producer Jennifer. That's so right. Genius rides the hard train, members. So now I will be honest with you. So for the majority of my life, I really did not question my faith. I did not question God's plan. And, that was something that my medical team and my family always admired, is that I never posed the question, why me? I just went along with things, and I'm really not sure why that is. Now, again, I did grow up Catholic. I was raised Catholic, and I went to Catholic school, grammar school and high school. And for whatever reason, I never felt as though my illness was a punishment. Now, that could have been my own innocence as a child that was blinding me and having me in my safe little bubble. But I will admit that it was when I was diagnosed at the age of 26 that I really started to struggle with understanding why this was all happening to me. And as my illness continued to progress, because for those of you that may not be familiar with myofibrillar myopathy, it is a progressive disease, which means that over time it affects various different parts of my body. And I think, once I transitioned to where I was in a position where there was no solution, there was no treatment, no cure, that's when I started to, again, struggle with grappling and understanding why me? What is my higher calling? What is this all for? And little by little, as I have embarked on this journey to open up and share my life in such a transparent and vulnerable way with complete strangers all over the world, I began to understand that there is something much bigger at work, much larger than me. And that's one thing that I want to remind you guys, any of you that may be feeling a little conflicted or struggling with your path, your journey, your purpose, that we're not always going to understand it. You're not always going to have a clear vision of where life is taking you. And I don't care what you believe in, I don't care what your faith is, what you practice. I do believe that there is a higher power for all of us that is orchestrating things behind the scenes. And, for those of us that are facing really difficult challenges, I think that it gives us a lot of comfort in knowing that, having something that we believe in, something that's bigger than us, something that, makes it all make sense. Freya, I did notice that you responded to my email from last night. I did not have a chance to check it yet this morning. It was a lot of rush, hustle and bustle to get out the door for dialysis, but I will be checking up and responding to you afterwards. Soul says good morning. How are you, Soul? Oh my gosh, Soul, it's been a while. Happy Friday on this Good Friday. Sending you lots of love, my buddy. Soul says, I hope you're having an amazing Good Friday, even though the day just started. Look forward to attending the Easter Live too. Awesome. Yes, Soul. And this Sunday, because it is Make It a Movie Night weekend, we're going to have a special 2-part live. So in the morning, it's going to be just a quick pop-up, just to check in, celebrate Easter with you guys for a little bit before I head off to my sister's. She is putting together a little Easter egg hunt for the little ones. And then my mom is going to be cooking up a Jamaican brunch. I love my Jamaican brunch. We have it twice a year, and it's one of my favorite things that I so look forward to. And then we will be back together in the evening around 8 p.m. Eastern Time, depending on how the day goes, for a Q&A. It'll be a public Q&A, but members only chat. So our members will have the opportunity to ask any and all questions about the short documentary after you all take advantage of the free watch code that is now posted in the community section. Damien Cole, what's up, buddy? I've been waiting to hear back from you. I hope you check your email, but I'm sending you lots of love on this Good Friday. Elaine says, I read that when one feels they're backed into a corner and can't see a way out of their problem, that's when you should turn to God and ask for help rather than doubt God. Elaine, absolutely. Producer Jennifer made such a funny comment yesterday when my wheelchair is backed up against the wall. That's when I turn to my faith. And I've said this plenty before, but so often in my life, I find that, yes, I've been blessed with such an incredible support system around me. I'm very lucky to have such a beautiful family, friends, loved ones, and even the community that I'm a part of has really helped to carry me through some very dark times. But I will tell you this, there are moments when I was feeling very lonely, and I felt like I was not able to be strong enough for myself. Those are the moments that my faith really helped to carry me through. At some of my lowest moments, I remember turning to either my mom or anybody that was holding or keeping the vigil with me when I was in the hospital, and I would just say, could we just pray? Can we take a time out and a moment to just pray the rosary, just say a few prayers? And that always gave me a sense of peace and calmness in those moments when I was feeling really anxious, when I was going through a difficult time, when I was starting to feel hopeless, when things were feeling really dark. And it would give me a lot of solace in those moments. Producer Jennifer says, Drea, don't laugh. I got one that led to nothing. Do over. She's a slot mess says, okay, I'm coming to your place for that Jamaican brunch. If I start driving now, I think I can make it. Slot mess, you would not regret. I'm telling you, the thing is, you might need to take a little siesta afterwards before you hit the road because I'm telling you, it's going to give you the itis for sure. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. I can't even talk about it now because my stomach is gonna start rumbling whenever I'm in dialysis. That's another thing even though I had breakfast this morning and I always have a good hearty breakfast, but I like 30 minutes into treatment, my stomach starts growling. And I'm already thinking of that ackee and sawfish, the Johnny cakes, the fritters, the sawfish fritters, the omelet, the bacon. Oh my goodness. The mac and cheese. My nieces and nephews love my mom's mac and cheese, so she throws down for that as well. Ghost Unspeakable joining us in the chat this morning. What's up, bud? How are you? Ghost, producer Jennifer, and I, we were so touched by your comment in the chat. I know you had to leave the live abruptly, but the fact that you had a conversation with your son and furthered the live discussion, that's what it's all about. That's really what it's all about here on One Man, Three Hearts, and we just thought that that was so touching and beautiful. Yes, leave a like for openness and honesty. The power of five, chat. 5 likes already. Let's keep that momentum going. Double tap your screens and hit the top right corner 3-dot drop down menu. It's Easter weekend, guys. Let's rally. It's also Make It Movie Night. Dre says, yes, I've been there when I'm overwhelmed with anxiety and my mom or aunt would start praying. Producer Jennifer says, Slot, I'll start walking and see you there. Make room for everything. Chris, who cooks? Yes, I was just about to ask. Does anybody else in the chat cook? I know that Elaine throws down. Elaine is always cooking for her loved ones, and I think that that's so beautiful. Dre says, ooh, Jamaican brunch. I love me brunch or breakfast food. It's so good, right? Brunch in general. I'm not so much of a breakfast guy, but brunch I'm into. Producer Jennifer, you don't have to walk. I'll send an Uber for you. Come on, I'm not gonna have you walk. Producer Jennifer says, I have a confession. Ooh. Well, Good Friday is a good time as any to share your confessions, to purge your sins. Frank Johnson, how are you, buddy? It's so nice to meet you. My name is Christoph. How long do I have to do dialysis for? So my treatment is roughly about 4 hours. So I'm here from about 10 to 2. Sometimes 2:30 if I have to stay to get some saline, depending on how my treatment goes. Frank, I do have an entire playlist that is dedicated to my second kidney transplant journey. If you'd like to know more about dialysis, what's involved, I actually take you through an entire treatment, as well as I share with you the process of waiting for a kidney transplant. So this is actually my second round back on dialysis, waiting for a second kidney transplant. And I just made 7 years this past January. But guys, we are setting our intentions and setting our sights on getting that kidney. It's going to happen this year. I know it is. It's the power of five. 2025. We have blessings and abundance that are just going to rain down upon us. And again, this is one of those moments when I try to remind myself that God is working behind the scenes. That yes, it may be a long and arduous 7 years of being back on dialysis, and my body has just gone through so much, but I truly trust in the fact that everything will happen in the right time, everything will happen when it's meant to, and that there are things that work that I may not necessarily understand right now, but I just have to trust the process. Jack! What's up, buddy? Jack, I'm still waiting for your email so that we can get your little man a t-shirt from fiveheartsmerch.com. Which, chat, let's not forget the producer Jennifer and Kenneth Height have put up a whole new amazing section in our merch website. Hashtag MoveMFM, baby. Oh my gosh, I need everybody to get themselves some hashtag MoveMFM merch. Please go out into the world just by getting a piece of that merch and putting it on. You will be doing such an incredible thing for my movement to hashtag MoveMFM. You will start that conversation, get people's curiosity and interest piqued. Have people ask you, hey, I'm sorry, what does that hashtag on your shirt mean? Oh, well, you need to join One Man, Three Hearts on YouTube. It's that simple. It's that easy, guys. And I'm telling you, we are going full steam ahead, especially in 2025. Nothing is holding us back on these tracks. Jack says, asking for a prayer as we are burying my niece today. Jack. Oh, Jack, I'm so sorry. Wow. Everybody in the chat, please send some love to Jack. Going through a difficult time today. Jack, if you ever are ready, you can always join our Eternal Hearts Car, and there I would love to pay memorial and tribute to your beautiful niece. Producer Jennifer, yes it is, and it is fire. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to make my next haul. My Five Hearts merch haul. I just want everything. I want one of everything. I want one of every color. I feel like I just want to live in my Five Hearts merch. That's it. I don't want to wear anything else anymore. And this ties in perfectly to today's conversation. My higher calling is hashtag MoveMFM. I'm here to make a difference. I now fully understand that God put me on this path because He knew that I was destined to do exactly what I'm doing. That I would be open, I would be real, I'd be transparent, I'd be vulnerable. To help others realize that they're not alone in their struggles. That we all go through different hardship and challenges. But if you have the right mindset, the right attitude, and you have support around you, trust me when I tell you, you can get through anything. There's a famous question, why do bad things happen to good people? And I truly believe it's one of those things that, like I said before, sometimes we don't understand the greater plan at work behind the scenes. We don't understand that sometimes things happen and put us on a certain trajectory for a reason that is only going to be revealed to us later down the road, and sometimes not revealed to us ever at all. But I know after, again, like I said, my book, writing the book, One Man, Three Hearts, Nine Lives. The quick link is in the bio. After working with the amazing award-winning production team at Sugar Beach Digital and having them surprise me and produce my short documentary that has now 6 film festival laurels and even nominated for Best Short Documentary, and we tested the market, there is no denying that this is my purpose, that I meant to make a difference, to give a voice to so many that I've lost, so many in the organ donation community as we celebrate Organ Donation Month. It's April. So many that I've lost to MFM. It will not be in vain, and I will ensure that alongside producer Jennifer Cascardo. We are going to make a difference. My voice will be heard. And I know that down the line, whether it's in a couple months, in a couple years, we will have the research and development to find a treatment and ultimately a cure for biofibrillar myopathy. That's why it's crucial that every single one of you is here with us on One Man, Three Hearts, the Heart Train. You know, whether you're supporting monetarily through supers, rubies, memberships, or just through your engagement, all of it collectively is helping to make a difference. And as producer Jennifer always reminds us, together we are stronger, and together we are sure to be victorious. Help me with my movement, hashtag MoveMFM, and let's go, baby. In the words of our dear film Ladybug Ann, let's go! Elaine says, God knows you are the only one strong enough to fulfill this mission. Oh, Elaine, I appreciate it, but I'm not alone. I am not alone. I'm only as strong as I am because of, again, producer Jennifer. She is just as tenacious, if not more so. My family, and every single one of you. You know, again, one thing that I've learned in this journey in the last several years is that you can't do it alone. You need a team. You know, and I was so naive to think at some point that, oh, wow, you know, I can handle all this. I don't need anybody. I'm the man. I'm Christoph. I'm one man, three heart. Listen. It's nice to dream like that, and it's nice to boost yourself up and hype yourself up, but the truth is, you need support. You need people there to remind you of your strength when you can't remember it on your own. You need people to encourage you. You need people to uplift you. You need people to bounce ideas off of and, you know, to kind of check you and say, hey, call you out on your BS and tell you, hey, you know, you got to work on that. And so I'm very grateful to have those people in my life. And I've discussed this with you guys before, you know, in our lives, that you have to cherry pick and be very conscious of who's in your circle. You know, if you have people that are naysayers, people that are constantly putting doubt and fear into your mind, that is not something that you want around you. And you have to be conscious enough to eliminate that energy, but also to put necessary boundaries in place. Drea setting an Easter basket. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the Easter love. You guys know I'm a big kid at heart, and I love my Easter baskets. Thank you so much. Ghost says I am listening and driving. Awesome. Ghost, drive safe, buddy. Michaela, happy Easter, honey. Happy Easter and happy Good Friday. Guys, what do you think about that? I always feel a little strange saying Happy Good Friday because, you know, it truthfully is a solemn day. It's the day that Christ died for our sins. So, you know, Happy Good Friday. It's like saying Happy Memorial Day. I have since learned that that is not appropriate as well. Do you say, like, Just Good Friday. Good Friday to you, sir. Good Friday to you, ma'am. Good day to you. Duck's eggs are dropping. Yes, guys, W's in the chat for our gifters, Drea and Slotmess. Putting us one step closer to our YouTube bonus. Chat, we are 12 likes. 12 likes. Let's keep that momentum going. Double tap your screens, hit that like button. Drea said, yes, I paused when I was going to say happy. Right, Drea? Yes, totally. I'm the same. I stopped for a minute this morning. Like when I texted producer Jennifer, I was like, is this correct? 11:01 chat. 11:01. Let's set our intentions and have a moment of silence for Jesus Christ who died for our sins today. Amen, baby. Amen. She's a slot mess. I think I saw it. I didn't see the answer. Was it how do you kiss on Easter? But I didn't see the answer. How do you kiss on Easter? Ghost dropping some gems without the fall. There is no rise. With tulips. Ah ha ha. No, Slavis, that was cute. That was cute. I saw the with tulips, but I didn't make the connection. Now I got you. Now we're here. Now we're synced up. Good morning, Mike.
Morning, sir.
Happy Good Friday. Do we say Happy Good Friday? Or just Good Friday?
It's not there.
Yeah. Producer Jennifer is letting the chat know we believe that we figured out March's live YouTube bonus. We absolutely crushed it, family. However, my personal goal rocked the support, and the rubies were high in volume but less value than February. Producer Jennifer says, I aim for peace be with you. Producer Jennifer, that's a good, yeah, I think that's a great way to approach it. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, okay? So I pray, like I say my prayers, but I also have conversations with God. And as I'm sure you can imagine, someone in my position as a quadriplegic, trached on life support, that is also living with a very rare, incurable disease at the moment, myofibrillar myopathy, there have been many times when I literally will just be laying in bed, sitting in my wheelchair, and I just talk to God. I just say, hey, listen, I'm going through a difficult time right now. I don't necessarily understand why you're making this so difficult for me. I'm not really understanding the purpose of pushing me so far past my limits, but I trust you. I may not get it. It may be very frustrating. It may not make sense, but I trust it. And then, of course, if I'm being totally honest, there are moments when I'm not so positive. When when I have a moment, for example, like when my ventilator disconnected on the live and producer Jennifer so quickly acted and saved my life, the whole rest of the day, I was mad. I was upset with God. I said, really, what was the point of that? Why was it so necessary to have me suffer in that moment and go through such a difficult and scary, frightening experience. But again, I then, in the days afterwards, started to see the work that was going on behind the scenes, the way that the live was spreading, and videos of excerpts of the live were going viral, and more people now were being connected and introduced to my story. And that was the moment that I said, God, I see. God, I see. Ultimately, you knew that I was going to be okay. You knew producer Jennifer was going to come swooping in to save your boy. So you were not worried. And you were like, listen, it's going to be a little temporary moment of discomfort for a lifetime. And even more so, generational inspiration and effect. And so, listen, it's totally normal to find yourself questioning things, confused, and even frustrated and a little mad. That's okay. We're human, and I'm going to continue to remind you of that. And therefore, being human comes with human emotion, human experiences. It's all part of it. But I'm telling you that, you just gotta trust that the universe is a web of very intricate workings. And it's not always going to make sense. It's not always going to be this clear path. In fact, a lot of times when we are on a path for one thing, life will shake it up and completely throw you off track. And it's all part of it. That's why in our weekly empowerments, one of the things that I try to stress is adaptability, being able to roll with the punches. When life throws you lemons, you gotta make some lemonade. Elaine says we don't say a greeting on Good Friday, but on other days we say Happy Easter. Okay. Gotcha. Producer Jennifer is also updating the chat. That means $13 bonus with the YouTube targets. Victory, virtual hugs. It also means One Man, Three Hearts had the very best rise back to back months. You are hashtag MoveMFM Heart Train. Thank you, one and all. We are beyond thankful 24/7. Producer Jennifer says, the moment our subs opened up to us, it was OV over. Rocket fuel moved the heart train. Shout out to Alex and Nyla. We are sending you guys lots of love, and we were thinking about you. Elaine, that would make sense. So either don't say a greeting, or peace be with you. I think those are the options. I'm not sure. Happy Good Friday does not sit right with me. Elaine, there you go. That is another very true statement. The ventilator disconnecting was horrific, but it made the company aware they needed to improve on the connection between the tube and the ventilator. Also, going into the hospital, being admitted, the respiratory therapists were able to troubleshoot. That's the word I was looking for. Troubleshoot the situation with me, and we found out that it's because there has been a new connecting piece that has been created by the company that is not as secure. It's very frail, which I'm sure was done to save money and cut corners, but you're putting people at risk. And so I loaded up on a bunch of the old connector pieces while I was in the hospital because I had a huge supply of them, and my therapists were so kind enough to hook me up. And since then, guys, can you imagine? The tube has not disconnected, not once. Not once. Not on my portable ventilator and not on my home ventilator. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Can you believe they don't really make those pieces anymore? That's why I had to hoard and load up on them. They literally hooked me up. Literally hooked me up. I have to show you because I have both. So I'll show you the comparison and you guys be the judge and tell me. 11/11 on Make It Movie Night weekend. Also Easter weekend for all of you that celebrate. It's Organ Donation Month, Autism Awareness Month. Oh man, we have so much to rally and celebrate. So grateful to be with all of you guys. 11/11 shout out to producer Jennifer Cascardo as we set our intentions. I wish that you all have a wonderful and safe weekend. I really hope you guys take care of yourself. What are your plans this weekend? Who's doing something fun and exciting? Do you guys have anything in store? I believe the weather is supposed to be nice for us here in Jersey, so I'm really excited about that. I'm over the cold, guys. I'm over being cooped up and inside, and I'm so appreciative of the longer days. Like, I love now waking up from a post dialysis nap and it's still sunny out. Ah, best feeling. That darkness can be depressing. Oh my goodness. No. Chat, I also want to ask you, how many of you feel that you have a higher calling? Now, it's okay if you don't, but I'm just curious, does anybody in the chat feel like that their life is meant for something bigger that they may not necessarily understand? And I do want to stress, I hope you all realize that every single one of you has a purpose, whether you know it or not. Okay, every one of you is valuable, has worth, and your life has meaning. Okay, I don't want you to be tricked into believing otherwise. Because, listen, sometimes the people around us, like I said, they're not good for your soul and they will convince you that you're worthless. Social media may do that to you, the news may do that to you, just life in general. Okay, and I don't care. I will say it with every last ventilator breath that I have. You are worthy. Your life is valuable. You have meaning and purpose, whether you understand and see it or not. I promise you, you do. You are valuable, and I will never let you forget it. She's a Slaves, I remember. You said that he's a big kid, right? Oh, that's sweet, though. Your relationship's gonna go far. Because I can tell you guys have a lot of fun together. You're still, like, silly, and that's really important. You know, when you're too serious all the time, oh my goodness, it can really dampen the mood. I'm hiding Easter eggs filled with candy for my hubby. Jack, alright, have a great day. And again, we are sending you lots of love and your whole family. We're thinking about you guys today, okay? Ghost says I have. Yes, I love it. I love it. Ellen says, hey, handsome, how are you? Miss Ellen Bozart. Peace be with you. We've been together for 20 years. You see, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. You guys are going the distance. That's amazing. Congratulations. Jesus, Ahmed, I swear to you, I literally was like, oh damn. I was like, how did that happen? When did they get together? When Slot was like 12? You look super young. But God bless, that's amazing. We love those genes. Slot mess, I'm not even joking you. I'm not, literally, I had a whole little internal dialogue. I know, Slot. A lot of you Heart Train passengers are creeping into my brain. Hmm. Hmm. This is an inside out. If anything, though, Slot Mess, you would be my joy. You would be my funny bone. She's a Slot Mess. But even though I'm gonna be with my family for brunch on Sunday, I'm riding with you on the Heart Train the rest of the weekend. Guys, we have game night tomorrow. It's Make It Movie Night. All channel members. For anybody that's just joining, you guys can take advantage of the free watch code for my short documentary. It started with the heart that's posted now. Alright, so get the rally started. Get to watch it. Get some popcorn. Cuddle up with your fur babies or your loved ones and put on It Started with the Heart all weekend. Tomorrow night is our Easter trivia game night. I can't wait to celebrate and kick off Easter with all of you guys. Then Sunday we have two lives. We have a live in the morning. We're going to celebrate the fact that Jesus Christ is risen. And then 8 p.m. Eastern Time Sunday night, we'll have our members only chat, but a public viewing for our Q&A. Then the 24th, we have our special Spotlight Victory guest, Helena Neville. You can also check out her website in the community post posted about her. Guys, we have so many fun things ahead that I'm so excited to celebrate with you guys every step of the way. Elaine, when did you send it? I received your messages in regards to game night, and just, how to adjust my settings, but that's your last Friday. Let me double check. Elaine, I will definitely double check after the live. Well, when I get home, because I can't navigate my phone in the dialysis chair, so when I get home. Producer Jennifer is reminding the chat that all members get to use the free code drop for It Started with the Heart movie weekend with members. Oh, that's a sharp one. Oh, that's a doozy right there. Woo! Wow, that'll wake you up. Oh boy. Ghost Unspeakable says I have been married for 26 years. We are most likely divorcing now. I'm driving to Ohio against her wishes to work repairing for tornadoes because I'm called to. Wow, Ghost. Jeez. So you work for repairing. Sorry, Chad. I got another call. A solicitor call. I don't understand that. Ghost, wow. Listen, I commend you. I commend you. She's a slot mess, yes. Members, please keep that code on the DL for me. Please do not share that code. It's a members only exclusive. There we go! Ghost! How apropos in this morning's live. Ghost says, God wants me to. See, Ghost is being called to a higher mission, and he is not ignoring that calling. We love it. We love it. I'm sorry that you're in a tough position, but Ghost, I'm with you, buddy. I would have gone on the road as well. Listen, don't question God's calling for me. Like, if I was to be with a partner that said, hey, listen, I think this MFM thing might be a waste of time. Goodbye. Goodbye. No. No. You don't have it. No. Sorry, you don't have a place in my life no more. You are out. You're lucky I don't put you out the window. You're lucky I don't boost you out the window. I give you a little nudge with my wheelchair. I got, you need some help? Boop, boop. No, but seriously, I think, you can call it God, you can call it intuition, you can call it your gut. You have to listen. You have to listen. I'll give you an example. Right last night, my hands fell in a way that they were on top of my trach. And at first I was like, you know what, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'll just doze off to sleep. But then something told me that because of the way my hands were positioned, I could potentially knock off my trach. And if that happened, I wouldn't really have any way to notify my caregiver. So I'm like, you know what? I'm listening to my gut. I'm not taking any chances in this moment. So I called my caretaker to come in and readjust me. Producer Jennifer says, Ghost, I feel that very same way working with Christoph. Daily pull in too many directions when I listen. There is no other calling. I'm so honored. I'm grateful that producer Jennifer was the one called to share my story. I am so, so proud of everything that we've accomplished together and where we're headed. Because we are about to hashtag move MFM, baby. Heed the call. Heed the call. And listen, we touched on this also in self-priority, SPF, freedom. Guys, there's no perfect timing, and it's never too late. Okay, you may get your calling when you're 5 years old or 50 years old. It's different for everybody. Don't compare your journey to anybody else's. You're on your own path, your own trajectory, and you will know what your calling is in the right time. Trust me when I tell you. So it's not something that you're gonna be, oh my gosh, there's no formula to figuring it out. There's no rhyme or reason. It happens when it happens. And you'll know when that moment is. I'm telling you, for many years of my life, I was very confused. I still have moments of confusion. I still have moments of okay, enough already, I get it. How many of you are familiar with the Footprints piece? The Footprints piece. It's a faith-based piece of a gentleman who's walking on the beach, and he would always see a second pair of footprints next to him, which represented God or his faith. And then, as the story goes, the gentleman, when he looked back on the trajectory of his life and he got up to heaven, he said, God, I noticed that when I had the most difficult moments in my life, I only saw one set of footprints. What's up with that? Where were you? You're gonna leave me when I'm most desperate, when I'm most vulnerable, when I'm going through the most difficult parts? And God just let him go off, let him vent. And then, very patiently, when he was done, he said, "Are you done?" Okay. Because those moments when you saw only one set of footprints, those were the moments that I was carrying you. Those are the moments that I was carrying you. I had that piece printed and up in my bedroom for my entire childhood. And so, again, it was always a reminder that we are not alone. When we have our faith, we are ultimately never alone. And while we may not see or understand it in the moment, and we kind of get very reactionary, we jump up, we're like, hey, what the heck? There are bigger things at play. Shady Lick, what's up? How are you? Very thought provoking, yes, Elaine. Oh, Ellen, so sweet. Jesus, I was wondering the same thing. I inferred that meant that he repairs after tornado damage, Ghost? Is that correct? Which again, I think that is such a beautiful thing. Shady Lick, yes! Friday. How this good Friday. And Shady Lick, it's Make It Movie Night weekend. So all of our channel members will be able to take advantage of the free watch code currently posted in the community section of our homepage and watch the short documentary. Guys, 23 minutes of absolutely powerful, miraculous inspiration. You can check out the code now in our community post section and take advantage of it until 11:59 p.m. Sunday night. That's Eastern time. Eastern time. Well, chat, I want to thank you all so much for joining me this morning. Again, happy Easter weekend, happy Holy Week to all who celebrate. We are wrapping up Organ Donation Month and Autism Awareness Month, so guys, continue to help us to rally. Visit the support links in the bio of my homepage. I would really appreciate that. This morning's dialysis and dialogue was sponsored by 5heartsmerch.com. And guys, we have a new entire hashtag MoveMFM series. So please, I would love for you guys to help support the movement to hashtag MoveMFM. Check out the quick link in the bio, 5heartsmerch.com.
There's a book. You can actually put it back and not slamming it into the wall because the other issue was going to take out my.
Sorry guys, give me 1 sec. I'm just... Yes, right, Drea. It's a good one. It's a good one. And chat, we cannot leave without shouting out producer Jennifer Cascardo with W's and tiger emojis in the chat. Brilliant when she's brilliant. Producer of One Man Three Hearts platforms. Creator of the Heart Train. Marketing strategist. The genius behind One Man Three Hearts. Guys, give it up for our moderator that always holds it down in the chat. Producer Jennifer Cascardo. Tiger emojis. That's why I sent it with the quotes. Yes, yes, yes. Alex! What's up, buddy? I hope that you saw my email. Be sure to check it out. Producer Jennifer and I are sending you lots and lots of love. We were thinking about you hard last time, my friend. Awesome, Alex. I can't wait to hear from you, buddy. 18 likes, guys. 18 likes. Double tap your screens, hit the top right corner, three dot drop down menu. Alright, so chat, we're going to be live all weekend long. We have a live tomorrow for our Easter trivia game night, which is at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have our live on Sunday morning, kicking off Easter, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be a quick pop in. Just going to say hi before I head over to my sister's. And then Sunday night is going to be our Easter Q&A for Make It Movie Weekend. It's going to be a public live, but only our members will be able to chat and ask any questions about the film. Alright, so for those of you that are not familiar with the live schedule, it is posted in the community post tab. We go live every single day here on the channel. So if you'd like to know that schedule, head over to the community post. Be sure to screenshot it, save it, set your alarms, add it to your calendar, set your notifications to all on the homepage. You're not going to want to miss out on all the exciting things we have in store. Finally, guys, we also have April 24th, our special inspirational spotlight victory guest, Helene Neville, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Guys, I need you all to rally and join me that night. Let's give Helene a big heart train welcome on One Man, Three Hearts. Make her feel loved and special, and truly like the warrior that she is. Alex, yes, but you can go back and check out the replay once it's uploaded. She's a slot says, are you going to give us a behind the scenes at the brunch? Yes, actually, for my members, I probably will. So I'll ask somebody to film. Maybe I'll wear my meta glasses that day, and I'll give you guys a meta point of view of brunch. Ooh. You don't see me chopping down on some fritters? Right, okay. You guys get to see my meta point of view as I chomp on some ackee and saltfish bun. You want some saltfish? And some ackee? Yeah, we'll give that to our members, right, Producer Jennifer? We'll give them the exclusive behind the scenes, real. Trust me, Producer Jennifer will always come up with something to keep it spicy. I know, Sabas. I'm already doomed. That's it. I already have pictures in my mind. I'm already seeing pictures from my culture video. If you want to check that out, that's in my top 10 answers playlist. If you guys want to see what ackee and saltfish looks like, the post is in that video. Drea, Uncle Carlos, no, he will not be there, unfortunately. But we'll have an Uncle Carlos pop in a month or so. Brunch before the Q&A and no joining? FOMO brunch. Alright guys, thank you all so much. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. I love you guys. Producer Jennifer is sending you all tiger smooches. And if I don't see you, which I hope I do, I really hope you guys come back for game night and rally throughout the weekend. Oh, one more thing before I go. Everybody that takes advantage of Make It Movie Night, please. It would be so helpful, and also just love seeing your comments. If you could leave a comment and review on Vimeo.com. There's a section directly below the field where you watch the short documentary, which will allow you to leave a comment. Not only do Producer Jennifer and I love reading your thoughts and feedback about the film, but it also helps Producer Jennifer to shop the film for other producer opportunities to finish the full feature. If you'd like to help us in that mission, help me in my mission, visit my GoFundMe. It started with the heart on GoFundMe.com to support all things Kristoff. One man, three hearts in my movement to hashtag MoveMFM. Consider making a generous donation today. The quick link is in the bio, guys. Yes, please set notifications to all. And for those of you members that are going to take advantage of the free watch code, you have to enter it at checkout. When you go, just act like you're renting the film, and then there will be a section as you're entering payment to enter the code, and it will be for free. For free. Adrian Michelle Hardy, how are you? Good to see you, honey. Adrian, we're heading out, but you can check out the replay in the One Man Three Hearts Alive Lives. It was a good one. And Adrian, I'm wishing you and Kenny a very wonderful holiday weekend if you guys celebrate. Producer Jennifer says, Alex, we got you. Promise. Virtual hearts stronger up together. You're welcome, Adrian. You know you're one of my faves. I love you, honey. Thank you all so much for all the likes, guys. Thank you for the rubies. And for everybody that gifted. Happy holidays, everybody. Alex says, Chris, I cried reading your email. Thank you so much, bro. Oh, Alex. Listen, I hope it was happy tears. Producer Jennifer and I, we meant every single word, buddy. We love you. We love you, dude. You've been here since day one. And Nyla is like our family, too. So, trust me, we got you. We got you. Alex, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're so nice. Listen, you have so much dealing with, and as producer Jennifer said to me last night, Chris, he shows up all the time. Shows up and shows out. What resilience. What strength. We hold so much admiration for you, buddy. Listen, you've got the world on your shoulders, but I want you to know you're not carrying it alone. You have every one of us with you. She's a slot mess. Sending us a floating heart. Ruby. W's in the chat for slot mess. She wants to close this out with a bang. Alex says it was. Nobody's ever told me that in my life. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. And that pisses me off because you deserve to hear that kind of stuff. And I'm going to change that, okay? I promise you. You will be hearing stuff like that all the time. Producer Jeffrey says, Alex, ride or die family, and we mean it. The heart train shows up just like you, Big OV. We ride together. We ride together. Yes, yes. Alright, guys. I love you so much. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the holiday weekend. And I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna party. It's rally weekend, holiday weekend. Oh, we have so much to celebrate. Can't wait to see you guys again. Alright, I love you. And peace be with you. I almost said happy Good Friday. Alright, guys. I love you. We are gonna change that. Yes, Laves. Ah, we love Alex. We love Alex and we got him. Alright, Bob. Bye-bye.